Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. I am Faith and this is My Mature Style. Today I am going to review the wig that you guys may or may not have seen on TikTok, and this is the Sensational Y-Part Kinky Blowout 20, and I have her in the color 1B. I'm going to put the picture up there so that you can see it while I'm talking about this. I'm going to take this unit out of the box, and before I even get started with the review, I want you guys to know that everyone is not going to look the same in this unit. Some of you may or may not be aware that Letitia Charisma reviewed this wig before me on YouTube. Even though I did put it up on TikTok, she did her full review on YouTube the other day, and she was not real happy about this unit. Her head is smaller than mine, so that was the first issue. I don't know what size her head is, but I have a 22-inch head, as you guys know. So my head is, I think she's like 21 or something like that. So she's smaller than me. Her face is more of an oval shape. I guess mine is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of oval, but not as oval as hers. And so she felt like the wig swallowed her face. And she also felt that the texture was too thick. Now, one of the things that I had mentioned to her that I had actually had a conversation with WIGS recently is that sometimes when you get a unit, it's not exactly the same as someone else's unit. And sometimes even if you buy a unit like 6 months passes and you buy it again, it's not the same unit. So all of those things need to be kept in mind. So here is the unit. This is the one that I have. She is a light yaki texture in my opinion. She's a little shiny, and I think the reason why is because of my ring light. But when it's not in the ring light, it doesn't look really shiny to me, so I do not think that I need to put dry shampoo in it. I am going to let you know what the specs are. Here is the unit. There is room for plucking, even though it is a part. It has the 2 combs in the front, comb in the back, adjustable straps, and it does have an elastic band that is adjustable. Now, I usually don't adjust these because I usually don't need them to be adjusted, but if you need to and it's like too small, you can always open it up as far as you can. If it's too big, of course, you pull it the other direction. I am just going to put this on my head right now because if you have not seen my TikTok video, then you probably did not see me in this unit. So I'm just going to put this on now. Okay, let me just adjust it in my mirror. Okay, this is the way the unit looks on me with the lace still on it, just plopped on my head. This lace looks like it's ashy, so it looks like it's even lighter than my skin, or maybe it's darker. I can't really tell. I don't know. Yeah, it's darker in the low light, and the bright light it seems to be lighter. But anyway, this is the texture that I have. This unit is pretty flat on my head. And there's the swoop bang. It does have layers, as she had mentioned before. It has layers. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in the back. All of it in the back. Okay. There's all of it in the back. I'm going to stand up so you can see how long it is. Okay. Now, one of the things that she had mentioned was that it was too thick for her. I do not consider this thick for me. I think this is the right thickness for me. I like this thickness. I love this swoop bang. I think it's fine. I think she felt like it interfered with the layers. It does not interfere with the layers to me, at least not on me. I am going to pluck it, probably, maybe not a lot, but I can't really see good, so let me get my mirror so I can see whether it looks like a straight line. Yeah, there's still a straight line here, so I'm going to pluck that straight line, but I'm not going to pluck it behind the hairline because it looks like they've done that already. So I'm going to pluck just the front, and in so doing, and excuse my allergies, in so doing I'm going to be taking off these curly edges. So I believe she took the curly edges off too. So I would suggest that before you purchase the unit, if you have this texture hair, you should watch another reviewer that comes along later who may utilize these kinky edges, okay? So let me go and do this and I'll be right back. I wanted you guys to see me do this a little bit. You guys know my style. I'll put the mousse in the hair after I plucked it and try to shape it up, which is what I'm about to do now. Just going to shape it up a little bit with the mousse. I'm just going to take a comb and comb through it because I kind of like mine to stand up a little bit. And yeah, so I'm just going to comb through this a little bit before I put the blow dryer on it. I've gone ahead and plucked the unit and I put the mousse on, as you just saw. You guys know my process, and if you don't know my process, you know there's a video somewhere over there to show you what the process is. So now I'm going to use my spray wax on it around the part and in the front. And I usually try to brush this a little bit before I put the hot comb on it. But yeah, this is my process. You guys all know that. Some of the kinky edges are still there. They didn't pluck out. So I don't know why, but they didn't. And I know some people don't like to do any extra steps on their units. And I get that. If you don't want to do any extra steps on your units, then you don't have to. This straightens out what's left of the kinky edges, if there are any left over. And it just molds it in the front for me. If I decided I wanted to glue it down, I can do so. You can also use the back of the comb. You don't have to use the teeth to flatten it if you want to flatten it. And with a wig that's really thick, like she said hers was, flattening it is with the hot comb is a good idea. It's going to change the texture a little bit, so if you don't want the texture changed to more of a silk press, or even more of a silk press than it already is, then you might not want to use this. But someone, I think, had asked her about, I guess, making it thinner. There is a way to do that. I'm not going to do it to mine, but I was going to show you. This is the type of comb. It's like a razor comb that you would use to do so, and I do have a video to show you how to thin out a Nisha thickness type wig. This one I do not feel like needs that. In my opinion, my unit does not need that. But what you would do is you would lift up the top layers with your finger and then cut under. You don't want to cut right off the top. You want to lift it up and cut under, okay? But again, I'll link that video if you're interested in that. So I'm just going to spray some, just some wig styling spray on her. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm going to brush through her a little bit. And again, this one does not feel thick to me. Matter of fact, when I put her on for that TikTok video, I actually thought she was thin. So, yeah. And like I said, the one that Letitia got was probably, yeah, I don't know why hers was thicker than mine, but mine is really not thick. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the lace off. So yeah, and another thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is several of these units that I've been getting from Sensationelle are brand spanking new, meaning they haven't come out yet. So sometimes they'll send me the unit way in advance, and if I do the unit review right away, then the next thing you guys are going to start doing is saying, where is it, where is it, where is it? Well, I'm going to stop doing that. Because everybody keeps asking me where the unit is, and I don't know. Because Sensationelle often will give me the unit before it comes out. And I mean, I understand the reasoning. They want you guys to get excited about it before it goes on sale. and that makes sense. But it's also frustrating because I know you want to get the unit and you can't get it because it's not available. So I had put out a little thing on TikTok asking you guys, do you want me to show you the unit before it comes out, or do you want to wait? Very few people even responded. So I thought, okay, so maybe that means they don't care. Because only a few people responded on the TikTok when I asked that question. And everyone who did respond said they wanted to see it in advance. And I'm like, okay, that's what I've been doing. I've been giving you guys a first look so that you can see the unit before it comes out. But when Sensational puts out a unit, or gives me a unit and the unit is not available for like a month, which did happen one time. They gave me a unit that was not available for like a month. And by the time it came out, people had forgotten all about the daggone thing. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore, because if people are forgetting about the unit, they're not going to go and get it, or they're not going to see the review before they go and get it, and all of that. So I've decided that I'm going to not show you these units before they come out, at least too far in advance, I guess is what I'm saying. Not too far in advance. So, okay, so I cut the lace off. I'm just going to plop this on my head. Like I said, I'm not gluing this unit today. I've got another review I have to do, so I'm not gluing this unit today. All right. Here she is. Let me get closer to you. Here she is. Okay. All the hair in the front. Again, for me, this unit is the perfect thickness. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, in my opinion, for me. Let me show you where it falls on me. It's rather long. I think she wanted it longer, but you know, I'm an older woman and I don't really need that length, so it's not too long for me. And let me just look in my mirror so I can make sure that this is laying right in the front. Alright, so okay, so yeah, so my molding it has helped me in the sense that it looks better to me in the front than it did before. Yeah. Now if I was to wear this out, like I tell you guys all the time, I would glue it down because it's puckering a little bit on this side. So I would probably glue this down, and then on this side I might not worry about it because of the swoop bang. But you know, if you want to do the full-blown thing, you can lay it down on both sides. And this one fits right to my ear on both sides, so there's no problem there. Now that I have cut the lace, I don't think it's a problem. In this bright light where this ring light is, it looks ashier. But when I sit back further and I look at it in this mirror, it doesn't look bad. So I would probably just put powder on it after I laid it down. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to put a little powder in the part, so let me just grab that real quick. I'm not even going to turn off this camera. Alright, so I'm going to need my mirror again to do this, but overall, I like this unit. I don't think that it's too thick, and I thought when I first put it on that it was thin. But I really don't feel like it's thin now either. I think it's just right for me. Okay, yeah, that's enough. I feel like it's just right for me. And like I said, it's going to be different for different people. You may feel like Charisma that is too thick. And depending on your head size, like she mentioned, it may be different for you. I'm just going to separate this in the back so I can put all the hair in the front. So yeah, so this is the unit. I like her, and as I mentioned on TikTok, I'm going to get her in gray. They have an M44 color, and I'm going to get that because the other grays they have are two-tone, like a 5134 or something like that, and I don't want that. I don't want any two-tone in this unit. I think that just getting the M44, which is a straight gray color, would be perfect for this unit. So yeah, I love it. I love it, and I'm looking forward to seeing other people review it with different head shapes so that we can all kind of see what it looks like on everybody else. And I'd also like to see another color other than 1B on someone as well. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I brought this to you guys so that you could see it. I absolutely love it. And like I said, it's just right for me. So it may not be just right for you, but again, it's just right for me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please check out the ones that you're seeing now, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.